Okay, good evening to you all. Today is our day 6 of this 3 weeks basics computer training and marks the beginning of our week 2. We're supposed to hold a class yesterday, but I held another class on Open Data Kit, which necessitated us to postpone today's class till uh, yesterday's class till today. So like always, we start with our outlines, and these are what we are going to cover for the day. First of all, we will have a recap on what we did on day 5, that is last Thursday. What we did, we are going to have a short recap on it. And also we'll have today we'll have introduction to keyboard. That's what we are going to start with. And we'll also talk about keyboard keys, fingers on keyboard. This is what we're supposed to treat yesterday. I've told you we are going to merge the 2 lectures today. This is exactly what we're supposed to do yesterday. But for today, which I merged them together, we will continue with introduction to Microsoft Word, then what Microsoft Word can do, MS Word interface. These are what we are going to cover all today. All these 6 outlines, excluding the recap, is 6. So we are going to cover all this. So lastly, we'll have a question and answer like always, conclusion, and we call it a day. So this is exactly what we are going to have. So a recap on what we did on the 5, if you can recall, we treated system operating software or system software, that is operating system software. That's what we operated last week. Thursday, we talk about the types of OS that we have, that is types of operating system that we have. We talk about that. Then I attach the video of how to install a window, that is install a new operating system on a computer. I attached the video to you and I shown you how to do that, which I believe each and every one of you watch the video on how to install and format a system. We also discuss about the reasons that will require someone to either install a new window or format his system. We talk about that also on day 5. So let's start with today. Today we are going to talk about keyboard. You all know what keyboard is all about. I talk about keyboard when we are discussing about uh, input and output. I've told you keyboard is an input device because we use it to enter, I think, to write data or to write information on any computer. So today also we are going to have a lot of things. You are going to understand what keyboard is all about. That's what we are going to understand today. You see, keyboard, as you are seeing, keyboard is not the way many people think it is. Keyboard is sending a lot of messages. There are a lot of things on keyboard. It's not just like that. You just bring computer, start typing on computer, this and that. That's not how keyboard works. There are lots of information and secret behind all these keys that you are seeing. You see, among what you need to understand in keyboard is that you see on keyboard there are keys that have 2 characters on them. That is one below the other, that is other at the above the other, like that. For example, 2 characters or 2 letters or something like that on the same key. For example, let's take for example this one. You see one here, we have exclamation mark and we have 1. For these 2 we have at and we have 2. For these 3 we have 3 and we have hash. For this question mark we have forward slash and we have question mark. So the way keyboard works is that I'm saying this to you, please, you need to listen, you need to understand this, because many people will call you, how can I put at on my keyboard? I don't know how to put at. Please, keyboard has this in it that whenever you want to use the number that are under or the characters that are under like this, the down characters, You don't need to press anything. All you need is to click, because they are the original owners of the key. But if you want to use the characters that are above these ones, that is the one that are on top, you see this square bracket and curly bracket, you see this question mark and forward, you see this. When you want to use the one that are on top, then you need to activate, or you need to press a shift key. So when you hold your shift key, that is, this is a shift key. You see, some computers, you are not going to see this shift on the key. All you need is to memorize the the arrow. This up arrow is the shift key. When you hold this shift key and you press this key, that is one, then you activate the exclamation mark. You activate the exclamation mark now. Not what? Not the one that is under. So if you hold shift and you click 2, you activate the @. If you hold this shift and click 3, you activate what? You activate the hash. So this is how keyboard works. If you want to press question mark, hold your shift and you what? You click the question mark. The reason why you are seeing two keys, two shifts, you see we have two shifts, we have two control, we have two alt. The reason why you are seeing all these keys is because on a keyboard, we'll talk about fingers on keyboard. I'll tell you that this keyboard that you are seeing, every finger, all the fingers that you have, we have 5 fingers. We have the thumb, we have the pointer, we have the middle finger, we have the ring finger, and we have the pinky finger. All these are the 5 fingers. These are the names of the fingers that we have: the thumb, the pointer, the middle, the ring, and the pinky. These are the 5 fingers. So these 5 fingers that we have, each finger that you are seeing from your left and right hand side has its own key to press on keyboard. That's one thing about keyboard. So any key that you are seeing, there is a finger that is entitled to that key. We'll talk about that also in today's class. So I just want you to have this, to understand this. So from today, nobody will get confused on how is he going to press something on a keyboard, because we are discussing keyboard, we are learning keyboard, and we are understanding what keyboard is all about. So this is it. It's just a brief introduction to it. So let's move and see what is keyboard. Is just in a nutshell. A keyboard is an input device, you see, used to enter characters and functions into the computer system by pressing buttons or keys. These are the reason why it said characters and functions. Sometimes on keyboard, when you click a particular key, you are entering a function. You are executing a function on a computer. You are not writing anything. For example, I want to increase the volume, or I want to decrease the brightness of the computer, or I want to do other things. So you are not printing anything, you are executing a function. Or I want to print something, or I want to go out of something. All these are functions. So you can use keyboard to either enter characters, or to enter what? Or to execute functions on every computer. So that's one thing you need to understand about keyboard. That's why there are lots of people that are not using mouse, because whatever mouse can do, keyboard can do that. But when you are expert to that, you can do it. You don't need mouse. There are lots of people that are very, very, very good in using keyboard without the mouse. You see this mouse that you are seeing, they are not using it. They are only using keyboard to execute whatever they want to do in their life. So keyboard is very powerful, and when you master keyboard, believe me, this is kind of almost, you are halfway of learning almost everything in a computer. So let's continue. And the standard keyboard is called QWERTY keyboard, and this is the standard keyboard that you are seeing. There are different keyboards that the characters are not like this, but this is the universal. Normally I don't want to even call it universal, because it's the most commonly used keyboard. I don't want to say universal, because people from Asian countries that are using different languages, not how their keyboard, some of them looks like. But even the Arabic keyboards, which I believed the Arabic keyboard All the characters are placed based on this. And if you understand this, then you memorize how it works and you keep working with it. So this is a QWERTY keyboard. And the reason why it is, you see, this QWERTY that you are seeing is from the these letters that you are seeing on top, QWERTY, is because of these characters that this keyboard was named the QWERTY. So that's why it's named that with the name. So this is it. So this is the standard keyboard that you are we have, and this is how the keyboard is. And if you are learning Arabic to type out in Arabic, all these keys that you are seeing are representing Arabic keys and the rest. So this is it. So let's move and talk about the keyboard keys. You see these keys that you are seeing is not only the keys. You see there are different keys on keyboard that are doing different functions, and we're going to talk about the different keys today. We're going to talk about at least 12 or 14 of them. All the different type of keys that we have on keyboard, we are going to discuss some of them, which are they are the most important. You need to know them. First of all, we have a function keys. You see, function keys are keys on keyboard that has F from F1 to F12. They are the function keys, F1 to F12. I don't know, the keyboard I'm using doesn't have that function key. I could have. It's an oversight. I didn't see that. But the next keyboard I believed that I'm going to show you has such a function key. And I believe each and every one of you knows that a keyboard has function key. You see F1, F2, F3, F4, F5, F6, up till F12. So these are the function keys. And each key on these function keys that you are seeing, each key is doing something. Some of them, if you click them, you are decreasing the brightness of your computer. Some of them, if you press them, you are decreasing the sound. Some of them, you are increasing the sound. Some of them, you are doing different things with them. And I'm going to say something about the function keys. You see, when you press function key on your laptop and nothing happened, when you click them, nothing happened. What you are going to do, then you need to call a function key in order for you to execute them. You see, in some laptop, you are going to see Fn on a key that is close to control. You're going to see Fn. That is before this window key. After this control, there is Fn. That Fn that you are seeing is a function key that is a key that triggered the function keys. When you hold it, you hold it and you press function key, then function key will definitely work in some computers. But in other computers, you don't need to press that function key for you to execute the function keys. But in some laptops, you need to do that. That the used of that Fn on a computer. So please, you need to understand on a keyboard. So please, you need to understand that that's the function of that Fn key on a computer, is to trigger the function of the function keys. So let me say this. So please, you need to understand that. So these are the function keys on a keyboard. And another keys that we have modifiers keys. So you see, modifiers keys are keys we used for us to they are the keys we used always to do something or to help us in doing something. These are the keys that has to do with we have control key, you see, we have shift, we have that Fn key, and we have alt. These are the four modifiers keys that we have, because the keys on their own, we cannot use them. They are of no use on their own. If I click control will not do anything for me. If I click alt, of course, sometimes alt will not do anything. If you click alt, nothing will happen when you click it. It'll just show, maybe sometimes it will show some hidden keys and whatever, but on its own, it will not do most of the function that you need. And even this Fn that I talk about is not on its own. It needs something. They are modifiers key. We use them to modify things. So these are the modifiers keys that we have. And for the shift, I told you what shift did. Maybe if you want to click the above button or above character on the keyboard, or maybe you want to put capital letter or small letter, or you want to highlight, then you use the shift key to do all that. So these are the modifiers keys that we have. And after this modifiers key, we have numeric keys. Numeric keys, you see, if I ask you what are the numeric keys, some of you, I believe, are going to tell me this: 1, 2, 3, 4. They are not the numeric keys. The numeric keys are keys that are some of the keyboards doesn't have numeric keys. Please take note on that. You see some laptops, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 star 0. Like the way all those old phones that we are using, Nokia and whatever. That's how the arrangement of the numbers are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They are always at the right hand side of the keyboard. That's where the numerical keys are. That is, sometimes after this enter, you will see numerical keys there. So they are the numerical keys. They only have numbers on them. They are the numerical keys. Please take note on that. Another thing, we have alphabetical keys. These are the alphabetical keys: Q, W, E, R, T, Y, U, I, O, P. You see, O, P. All these characters that you are seeing are under alphabetical keys. All these characters, including question mark, this greater than, the full stop, the comma, the this, all of these are what are the alphabetical keys. And another thing, we have alphanumeric keys, and this is what brings us to these keys with exclamation marks on them. You see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. These are the alphanumeric keys because they have the character, that is the alphabet, on them, and they have the numbers on them. They are not the numeric keys, but they are alphanumeric keys. So please, you should take note on that. So we have the symbol keys also. So let me talk about the symbol keys. Are all these keys that you are seeing, all that has to do with the symbol. You see this one is, you see this plus equals to this dash, this, all these, they are the key symbol keys, please. Okay, so another keys that we have editing keys. These editing keys, we use them to either delete or remove something. And this editing keys has to do with backspace. We use backspace to delete something, or to delete, either to delete a file or to delete characters from the what? Left hand side. That is to delete them through, as we are going back, let me say from the right hand side, we are deleting them from the right hand side. While the delete key, that's for the backspace, sorry, for the backspace, we use backspace to delete characters from the right hand side, while delete key, we use it to delete characters from the left hand side. For example, now if I click at the end of the end of a letter or end of any sentence, now if I click at the end of this key, now these keys and full stop, I click my cursor there. If I press backspace, it will keep deleting the full stop, the S, the key, the Y, and the O. But if I click at the end of this S, at the end of this full stop, and I click delete key, then it will start deleting from this THES. It will be deleting the characters for me as it is forward. It's not a backspace deleting, it's a forward deleting. Or if I want to delete a file, I'll just click delete, it will delete it for me. These are the editing keys that we have. Another type of keys that we have is, okay, sorry, I repeat the editing key. We have escape keys. So you escape key is just one. We have escape. This is escape. Some computer, you will see it here. You'll see escape on top of that function keys, that is escape. So now if I want to remove this sharing of this screen that you are seeing, I'll just click escape. It will stop the sharing of this presentation. That's what escape key did for us. So that's the work of escape. You have caps lock key. You know what caps lock key did is that when you press caps lock, is that you activated the what do I call it? The capital, maybe all the characters will be in capital letters. So that's what it means. So when you activate it, you will see a light either on the key or on the dashboard or on the laptop, that whatever you write on the keyboard, all the alphabetical keys that you have will turn to capital letters. When you click on it, you switch it up, all the alphabetical letters will be in small letters. So that's what the caps lock key did. So whenever you are writing and you see everything in capital letter, please click on the caps lock. When you click on it, you turn it off, then everything will goes back to being the default way of how the character is supposed to be, which is in small letter the way you want it. But by default, they are all in capital letter. Caps lock supposed to be on by default, but you switch it off so that it will be at the small letter, because as you can see, all the characters, they wrote everything in capital letter. Another thing that we have is a tab key. So tab key, we use it most of the time to move from this tab to this tab. We have different tabs, that is like different, I can even call it different sections, maybe from this section to this section to this. So you want to move, then you use the tab key for that. We have spacebar key. This spacebar key is one of the most commonly used key that you will be using whenever you are typing on a computer. This is the spacebar. You all know spacebar. We use it to put a space between this word and this word. So that what this spacebar key means. And there's supposed to be a single space between each character or words that we are writing. Maybe a keyboard. It means, for example, this A, that is a space, computer, that is a space, keyboard, that is a space. So we use a space bar key for us to write. Before this space bar key, it comes, there are two keys for the space bar before. It's later on they turn it into two and it's one. So they turn it to one big this, and you continue using it. Then we have the enter key. And this key is this. You see it enter here, and you see this is the arrow. Some computers, they are not going to write enter. Mine also, my computer, there's no this enter, but you use the arrow. When you see anything like this arrow on any keyboard, it just means that it is enter key. Just when you click on it, it's like you execute something. It's like execution key. You are done with something, you just click enter. That means you execute it. That's the enter key. And if you want to go to next paragraph, we use enter key to do that, and that's the function of the key. So the last keys that I'm going to talk about, and we'll continue and move forward. The last key I'm going to talk about is navigation keys. These navigation keys are keys that you are seeing in every computer. You see this keyboard didn't, there's supposed to be navigation key here, but there is no navigation key. That you are going to see the up and down arrow, forward and backward arrows. This is the four arrows that we have: up, down, forward and backward. You see them. They are the keys that they are the keys I'm using to move forward on my slide. As you can see, I use the forward one, I use the backward to do the all this that you are seeing. So they are the navigation keys on keyboard. And that's exactly what I think we are going to discuss about keyboard, which I believe we did at least justice to it. We talk about most of the keys that we are going to be using, and then let's move forward. So the next thing, we are going to talk about fingers on keyboard. So now you look at this keyboard is more elaborative than than this one. So you see we have the escape, the function keys, F1, F2, F3, F4 up till F12. You see these are the numerical keys. All these 1, 2, 3, 4. You see these are the numerical keys. These are this is enter, and these are the navigation keys. As you can see them, these are the navigation keys. All these that you are seeing are navigation keys. The home, the end, the enter, the page up, page down, they are the navigation keys. And you see all this keyboard is more elaborated, but the reason why I put it here is because it has to do with the fingers on keyboard. That's why I just put it here, and let's just discuss about that. You need to learn how to place and press each key with its appropriate finger. Like I told you from the beginning, each finger that you have, or all the fingers that we have on both our hands, the left and right hand, as you can see from the keyboard, each finger has its own characters that it's entitled to press. And once that finger press any key that is not relevant to it, you are going to press an arrow. You are going to make arrow, and you are stressing your life. So you see, we have left hands. I've already told you the names of the fingers that we have. So when you place your fingers on the keyboard, first of all, please take note. For the left hand side, let me start with the left hand side. Or let me start with the right hand side. For the right hand side, your thumb, that is the thumb of your right hand side, should be on the space bar. And also the thumb of the left hand side should be, all of them are only pressing the space bar. So don't use your thumb. You know what thumb is. Please, this is a thumb finger. This big one is the thumb. So you press it on a word space bar. You only press space bar with thumb. So don't let us see you. Sometimes you are pressing A, S, D with your thumb. Please, you are messing it up. And people will laugh. Those that know what computer is all about will laugh at you. And this is very essential. You see, this to know how to press your fingers on keyboard is very essential. There are lots of people that they passed interview just because of how they shown how they placed their fingers on keyboard. That shows that they knew what they are doing. So then you are not even going to ask them some question, because the moment you saw someone put his finger on keyboard, maybe he start typing, you know that person without anybody telling you that this person knows computer. You don't even need to ask. At least that person knows what he is doing, and that's how it's supposed to be. Everything that you are seeing, you are learning it. It's not just like someone will just say, no, I just learned it from the street. That's not how. If you learn it from the street, one day it will show you. Yeah, it will show. Definitely it will show. So you need to learn, you need to understand everything that you are seeing is they did it for a purpose. They didn't do it just like that. And that's what we are dealing with now. So you see this space bar, this space that you are seeing, you only press is the thumb. You only use your thumbs to press the space bar, and that's it. Secondly, your pointer finger, that's pointer. This is the pointer. We are talking about the right hand side, like I told you. This is a pointer. That's the name of the finger, is a pointer. Okay, this pointer that you are seeing is entitled to click the keys, that is H, Y, 6, and N. So if you put your the right hand side pointer finger, you press it on H at a beginning. You press it on H, then you are entitled to press H, Y, 6, and N with it. These are the only keys you can type with it. And also we have the middle finger. The one that is taller than all the fingers is the middle finger. That's the name of the finger. This is it, next to the pointer. So you are entitled to click on J, U, 7, and M on a keyboard with middle finger. That is right hand side middle finger. So, but initially you are placing it at the beginning, you are placing it on a G. So if pointer is on H, the middle finger should be on what? J. That's how it is. But you are entitled to press what? U, entitled to press 7, entitled to press M on with it. Then another finger is the mid ring finger. That is this finger that is next to the pinky finger. That is the ring one, because that's the finger that you use to put rings and whatever. So the name of the finger is a ring finger. So this ring finger that you are seeing, you are entitled to press the keys of 9, O, L, and what? No. Okay, sorry. What did I say? For it, yeah, for the ring finger, sorry, for the ring, you are entitled to press. Okay, sorry, I made a mistake. I'm coming back to this. I'm coming back. I made a mistake. For the pointer, sorry, for the pointer, you are entitled to place it on J. I'm sorry, I say H, not H, J. You put it at the beginning, you put it on a J. And the keys that you will type, that you will press with that pointer finger of the right hand side is J, U, 7, M, H, Y, 6, and N. All these keys that I have mentioned, 8 of them, you use the pointer finger of the right hand side to press them. Please, that's what you are going to use. So the next thing is the middle finger, that is the tallest one. You are going to press it at the beginning. You are pressing it on K. That is, you are entitled to press K, I, at, and what? Comma. These are the keys you are entitled to press with the word middle finger. That is this one, the tallest finger that we have on the right hand side. The next finger is the ring finger. We use ring finger to press the key. First of all, we press it on what? On L. We press it on, we place it on L, and we are entitled to press L, O, 9, and full stop. That is the period key. So we are entitled to press that. And all these keys that I'm saying, for the comma, when you press shift, you are entitled to press less than. For the full stop, when you press shift, you are entitled to press what? You are entitled to press greater than. So this is it. Another key is the last one, is the what? Pinky finger. For the pinky finger, you are entitled to place it at the beginning. You place it on a colon key or semicolon key. You see it on the keyboard. This is where it is. This one, you see this one here. This is here. This is where it is. Colon and semicolon are on this key. So you press it on them. You place it on them, and you are entitled to press the colon. You are entitled to press the P. You are entitled to press 0. You are entitled to press forward slash, or if you press shift, you are entitled to press what? Full question mark. You are also entitled to press shift key with it, control key with it, enter with it. All the curly brackets and square bracket that we have, you use that finger to press them. So this is what this left hand side can do, and all the right hand side can do. And also for the numerical keys, as you can see, you use your right hand side to press all these numerical keys, as you can see: 0, 1, 4, 7, 2, 5, 8, 3, 6, 9, star, numlog, and whatever. Then you use this to do that. So this is what you can do with the right hand side. So let's come back to the left hand side. For the left hand side, I already talked about the thumb. You press the space bar with the thumb. So we are going to talk about the pointer finger, which is entitled, first of all, you press it on F key. F. This is the F. You press it on your F. This is it. And you are entitled to press F, R, 4, V, 5, T, G, B. All these keys, 8 of them, you are entitled to press them with the pointer finger of your left hand side. And another finger is the middle one, that is the tallest one from your left hand side. Then you place it initially on what? D. You place it on D. Then you are entitled to press C. You are entitled to press E. You are entitled to press 3 with it. Another finger is the ring finger of your left hand side. You are entitled to press, you are placing it on S. Then you are entitled to press S, X, W, and 2 with it. Then the last one is the pinky finger, which you are going to use it to press, to place it first on A. Then you use it to press Q. You use it to press A. You use it to press Z, and you use it to press Shift, Control, Caps Lock, and Tab. These are the ways that you can use to place your fingers on keyboard. So please, you can write it down, jot it. The video will be available for you to watch whatever you missed, so you can watch it and we can continue. So I want to tell you something. You see, it is difficult from the beginning and even impossible to do. This pressing on placing your fingers on keyboard and pressing keys with it is very difficult from the beginning. It will sound even impossible, practically impossible to you. It will be impracticable because it's something that you can see. How can I even do it? How can I do it? How can I this? How can I that? But believe me, with time, with practice, you will get used to it. Just try. When you try, believe me, you can do it. And when you are very fast in doing that, that's that shows you are good to go. And that's the first thing you need to master when it comes to learning computer. And that's where a lot of people are missing it. This is the elementary, and this is where you need to first learn what you need to focus on. You learn it, you master it, you learn how to type how to press each key with its own finger. So that's one thing that you need to focus on. And believe me, you need to practice more. And all this week, throughout this week, you are going to keep practicing this. We are going to I'm going to give you a lot of works that you need to type, you need to work on it, you need to practice. It will take some time, but once you give all your best in it, believe me, you will just finish it and it's going to be a great for you. So we have some few seconds to go and we are going to call it we're going to stop here, and when we come back, then we'll start with introduction to Microsoft Word. And this is exactly what we're supposed to do today, what we're supposed to start with today. All this keyboard that we did is yesterday's class, and today's class start with what? Introduction to keyboard. We'll come back after 5 minutes and we'll continue with it. And I will make it very maybe faster, that we'll finish it in time, have our question and answer, then we call it a day. So thank you so much. We come back, we resumed after 5 minutes. You all have the second link, then you join with the second link and we continue from where we stop. So thank you so much and see you after 5 minutes. Okay, so you're all welcome back. And what we are going to discuss now is we're going to talk about Microsoft Word. So we'll have an introduction to Microsoft Word. You need to understand what Microsoft Word, software is all about. I believe, I'm assuming, I know most of you knew what it is. I'm just saying it so that for the purpose of, those that maybe didn't know what it is, since this is a basics training. You see, Microsoft Word is part of the tools developed by Microsoft company. They developed these tools purposely. They are office tools. All of the tools they created, all of them are office tools. They were used in office for the purpose of office works. Either maybe newspaper company, either a financial office, either a courtroom, whatever, including web development offices and others, because all the tools they developed in that office package are a lot of tools that are relevant to different profession, because there are up to 11 or more than 11 tools in that package. So they created the Excel, the PowerPoint, the Access, Publisher, Group, Outlook, OneNote, lots of them. All these tools are used to do something, and Microsoft Word happens to be part of them and is almost the most commonly used among all these tools that Microsoft developed. So Microsoft Word is used. We're going to talk about what we can do with it, but take note, we use Microsoft Word normally to write something for the purpose of writing. That's what we used it for. So we want to write something, we write inside Microsoft Word. I believe some of you did projects, final year projects, or you did assignments, or you ever have handouts, you hold a handout, you see how it is in A4 and whatever. That was done inside Microsoft Word. So this is what all about Microsoft Word. So that's it. And we're going to learn more about it throughout the training. You'll learn about it. You'll see what you can do with it. And you will be able to do a lot of things with it. And once you know how to use Microsoft, how to work with Microsoft Word, believe me, you are halfway up learning much. And most of the works, almost 70% of computer works, most of them can be done inside it. You can just do it in Microsoft Word, especially office works that are not that highly technical works. All you need is to develop, to create a document, to do something, to write this, to send this, to do, use Microsoft Word for that. So let's see something. So I just write a brief something about Microsoft Word is just one of the office tools packages developed by Microsoft company. I just talk about that. But let's see what Microsoft Word can do. One thing is document creation. We can use it to create documents, and these documents can be anything. It can be anything. You see, we have a lot of different documents that we can create with Microsoft Word. You see, we can say these project documents, books, letters, you see, memos. We can develop it using memos. Maybe we can do a lot of documents. We can create them with Microsoft Word. We can do that with Microsoft Word. So document creation is one thing. Then designing. Of course, document designing is another thing that we can do inside Microsoft Word. Not only CorelDRAW can do designings, we can also do designings in Microsoft Word. We can design letterhead. We can design even what do we call it? Invitation cards. There are lots of people that are designing invitation card in Microsoft Word. So don't go far. You can do it with Microsoft Word. You can design ID cards with Microsoft Word. You can design a lot of things. A lot of things. You can design them inside Microsoft Word. And we can touch some part of some designings in it. We can do some designings and you can learn how to do such at least during this training. Some few of the design you learn it. Text customizations. Of course, Microsoft Word can be used for text customization. We want to customize text, we use Microsoft Word to do that text customization. That is to change the character, to change the font style, to change the font size, to change the color, to change whatever we want to change. We can use Microsoft Word to that. Another thing is automation. We can use Microsoft Word for automation. We can automate a lot of things using Microsoft Word, which I did a video on how to automate a lot of things. How to automate what did I do? I forgot. I did automation in Microsoft Word, but you can link it with Excel and create that automation. We use that to create, I think, is it admission offer? That's what I did. So you can do a lot of things with Microsoft Word. There are many things inside it that you can do. Apart from all this, you can do a lot. Not only this, there are many things you can do inside Microsoft Word. That's why I put etc, etc, etc. So let's look at the Microsoft Word interface. You see, this is the interface of Microsoft Word, and all these interface, we'll touch them, we'll discuss about them, we'll talk about them, you learn them, you'll see what you can do inside them, and we can move from there. So we'll talk about all these interface. The first one, we have a file. You can see them on above here. You see we have a file. So we all this interface, you see when we click file, we'll see file interface like that. So we have a home. I start with home. Definitely it's supposed to start with file. So file will be the last one, I think. Okay, so the second one is file. So we have file, we have home. So we have insert, because home is what we have here. You see this, all these are under home. File, we have insert. Then we have design, we have layout, we have references, review. You see, we have mailings, we have review, we have view, and we have Telmo. This Telmo, I just put it just because I just put this Telmo. I think it's just when you want to contact them or you want to see a lot on about it, you just click on the Telmo. But these are the after view. This is where the this thing, the interface stuff, and that's what we are going to discuss. Each and every one of them, will take them we'll explore it, we'll know what it's doing, we'll learn it, and we'll keep moving. So once you open a Microsoft Word, you know what to do, you know each interface where to get it, you know what to do like that. We're going to explain each and every menu bar that we have in it. We'll explore it, we'll explain it, you'll learn it, you'll know how it uh works. So before question and answer, let me just, I think it's okay about this, you understand what this interface is. So when you open your Microsoft Word, you are going to see the same interface when you open it, except some of you that have maybe outdated Microsoft Word, maybe you will not see mailings. I think there is a reference on mailings. One of them is not there. I think I forgot how it looks like. It's been long, but I think there is one tab that is new. It comes with the updated version of Microsoft Word. So I think let's draw the curtain here. If you have any question, you can ask your question. I'll read it out and answer you. If you don't, then we can draw the curtain here and call it a day. We meet tomorrow. Yeah. If you have a question, please, you can ask your question. If you have a question, you can ask. I'll respond to your question. If you don't, then we can call it a day. Any question? I'm not seeing any question. So I can't find any question from you. So if there is any question, there is no question. I think there is no question. I think we can call it a day. So I can't see any question. So I think thank you so much for listening, and I wish you all the best. So you have a wonderful night. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.